And here is Coach Tim DeRuyter, his first news conference with the Bulldogs, a nationally ranked team in his tenure. How's that feel, Coach?
Well, it's a nice feeling, but not sure it's totally deserved yet. The great thing about football is you get opportunities to play, and I think nationally doesn't hurt us, but we got to go earn it. And excited that we finally are in a conference play game this weekend with Boise coming to town on Friday. It's a nationally televised game on ESPN, which always elevates our school's profile and our program's profile. It's Red Wave takeover, so we're excited about that. It's evidenced by our red today. We're also opening up our Myers Family Medical Center this weekend. It's really going to be a big time improvement for our athletic training and something for our student athletes to have a great facility. And we're also going to do something, because of our situation with Colorado last week. Our student athletes are going to do some fundraising with the Red Cross at our game. I believe from 4:30 till 6, they'll be outside all four gates raising money for the disaster relief out there. So a lot of things going on this weekend, but none more important than us getting an opportunity to see where we stack up with what's been the class of the Mountain West, and before that the Western Athletic Conference. So we're excited about the opportunity and look forward to it.
You have any new information on the situation with Colorado and any idea when something might be decided on that?
No, I know there's been a lot of discussions with our athletic department, their athletic department, other schools to possibly move 3 or 4 different checkers around. Nothing has come up with yet that's going to work out, and I know there's continuing to work on that.
But that doesn't bother you too much because you've got enough to focus on for Friday?
Absolutely. I mean, other than answering questions from y'all, we're worried about Boise. And the advantage we had from the game getting postponed was we were able to take Saturday all day and watch Boise tape. We had practice yesterday, had a great practice, and so we were able to gain a little bit.
Does it throw off the rhythm of the body clock, thinking you're going to play but you don't play, and going into a week you feel like you want to get a game before you go into Boise? I
don't know. I mean, it's like playing an off week, I guess. It happened at the last second, but we had our workout on Saturday. We didn't practice, but we ran our guys pretty good. Got some cardio in. It is what it is. The nice thing is we have a full week because we practice on Sunday, so it's a normal work week for us.
Once you cut your eyes out of Southwood, their quarterback, and how much has he progressed from a year ago?
Well, I think he's much more poised. I think he's much more comfortable. You look at his performance last week. I mean, he was 27 to 29. He set a school record for completion percentage. I think he's a guy that a year ago you're trying to establish yourself and you don't have that confidence. He's got that confidence now. He's gone through, I think they won 11 games last year, won a bowl game against a Pac-12 school, and he's played well so far this year.
Tim, a lot of the players got a chance to watch that Boise game live due to the circumstances. I'm assuming you did too. Is there anything, because you guys look at tape at length, is there anything when you watch it live that maybe you can pick up that you don't necessarily in the film, or something that jumps out like it did maybe Friday night for you?
Not really, because I like seeing the detail, the end zone as well as the wide copy view. You notice that they play with a lot of energy. I think they're really a physical football team, not just in their lines but with their skill. I think they're physical on the back end on defense, and I think the receivers are very physical. They present a bunch of challenges that you see on tape, but that's probably the biggest thing that I noticed on Friday just watching it on TV.
You've talked in the past, Coach, about wanting your guys to play with their hair on fire. With this game, with everything that could potentially be at stake, everything a win here could turn into, is it one of those games where there's a possibility your guys get too excited about this matchup?
I think that's a possibility, and it's our job as coaches to temper that. I know since last year when we lost to Boise, it's kind of stuck in our guys' craw. With our history over the last 10 years, obviously within the community, there's a lot of feelings toward this game. But one of the things that, I keep reminding our guys about each week, and we will continue again this week, is this year's team is 0-0 against Boise. Every year is a different year. There's no memory. It's like flipping a coin. That coin doesn't have to remember, doesn't remember that it was tails and tails and tails. It's got to come up heads. No, there's no memory, and our players have to be that way. Now, can they allow that memory to affect them? Sure, but it's our job as coaches to not let that happen.
How would you characterize the difference in the way Boise's offense is operating today compared to last year?
Again, every year is different. They're missing some of their guys, not significantly. I think they're doing a nice job. I think the running back's better. He's had another year under his belt. Southwick, as I mentioned before, is much more confident, I think, than what he was a year ago. The last 2 weeks they were very explosive. They didn't punt last week. So, we're trying to figure out, if their punter's any good, but he didn't play. I think it's a pretty good indication that their offense is doing all right.
Coach, when you look back to last year's meeting with Boise State, you think through again the emotions of that game and how you felt during it, and how you felt the team played, and afterwards.
Going into that game as a coaching staff, I thought we had a good plan, and I thought we, had a chance to compete in that game. Obviously, their record at home, they've done a great job. That may have gotten into some of our players' heads. I didn't do a good enough job, obviously, of convincing our guys that no matter where we play, we got to play. We have to play and expect to not only compete but to win. There was 2 games last year that I thought that we went into those games and didn't play at our top, and you got to give the opponents credit for that. And that's the Oregon game and the Boise game. But I thought a lot of it had to do with our mindset going in. I would like to think or hope that our guys now, having gone through an entire year, our guys know what we're capable of. They know how hard we work. That getting them here in Bulldog Stadium, I think our guys will go in with as much confidence as they ever have against Boise.
Coach, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't there an interesting connection with you and the Milk Can Bowl?
Yeah, you had to bring that up. My cousin Nick DeRuyter, who happens to be a Boise area dairy farmer, is on there. I don't even know what it's called up there, but one of their dairy booster associations, and presents the milk can to the winner of the game. So I'm assuming he's coming down. I've not talked to him yet this week, so we'll see.
Is he a friend this week? I mean, is he still related?
I have not talked to him this week. Yeah, he's still my cousin. I haven't done anything about that. But
Tim, I had asked you after the Cal Poly game about the rushing attack, particularly in and around the red zone and third and short like that. Without a chance to really kind of test that against your Colorado team, how confident are you with Tejada, Waller, and company that they'll be ready for Boise?
I've got a lot of confidence. We've worked it a ton. Sure, you'd like to have that opportunity to see it against some other competition, but we're going to challenge our guys, and we expect them to perform. And until you see it on Friday, it's like being ranked 25th in the country. We didn't play last week, and I'm not sure we deserve to get moved up, but it is what it is until you play, and you either earn it or you don't. And I expect our guys to go earn it, and we'll see Friday.
Coach, you mentioned Southwick over the last couple of weeks. He's looked really good. Confidence level's been up. First game, he looked a little rattled in situations. How important is it for you guys to get to him early if they can get him off rhythm? Well,
no matter who we play, we try to start fast. I think if we can get him where he's not comfortable, obviously that plays into our hands. But that's a lot easier said than done. We've started pretty fast here at home. We need to on Friday, and hopefully we'll get a bunch of the Red Wave there on time at 6 o'clock and get on these guys in a hurry.
You were at other schools when Chris Peterson got this going and took over for Hawkins and took Boise State to another level. His record, when you look at it, do you think people take it for granted how incredible his success has been when you look at that win percentage?
I don't take it for granted. I mean, I've been extremely impressed. I think if you talk to him after last year, they won 11 games, and maybe some of the Boise fans took it for granted and they thought that was a down year. I mean, I was impressed with this team and what he did, and the consistency of year after year is what's really, really impressive. Each year you're losing guys, and yet they were still able to maintain a level of excellence that's difficult to achieve. And to me, that's a great sign of a great coaching job that he's done and staff that he's put together.
I mean, because no one realistically takes over a job thinking, hey, over the next 8 years, I'm going to go 86-9, right?
I wouldn't think so, but I know the expectations up there are pretty high.